In this screencast, I'm going to show you how you can set up what we call a basic shipping method. And to do that, you need to go to Configure and select Shipping, and then you click on Add New Method. And first you need to enter a name of your shipping name. I'm just going to call it 2-day delivery. And by default, it's selected as basic. And then you can just click on Save Changes at the bottom. Most of setting up a basic shipping method actually takes place on the items themselves. So if we go to Manage Items, you see I've got some items here set up. If I click on Product 2, then the item properties appear on the right-hand side. You need to scroll down to the Shipping section and expand that. And this is the information you need to set for the shipping method. So you can see here 2-day delivery that I've just created. And what you need to do is set the cost for this item to be shipped using 2-day delivery in this case. So if I put 5, then this item is going to be charged at £5 or $5 to ship. So if I click on Save Changes at the bottom there, and then if I go to the actual shop, the item here is this one here, the GoPro 3 Plus Black Edition. So if I click on that, and then I click on Add to Cart,
with you.
And then you'll see the shipping options here. If I choose from the drop-down 2-day delivery, which is the one we just set up, that's going to be charged at £5. So there it is there, £5. If I add 2 of them, then you'll see it costs £10 because it's £5 for each one. And so clearly if I add 3 and click on Recalculate, then it goes to 15. But there's a lot more you can do with basic shipping methods. So if I click on Product 2 there, scroll down here to Shipping, you'll notice there's loads of other fields here as well. You can have what's called step shipping within a basic shipping method. So if you wanted it to say, let's charge £5 for the first of these items that you buy, and then the second one's actually going to be £3, and the third and subsequent other ones is going to be an additional £1, or of course this could be dollars. Then we'll have 5, 3, 1. So if this time, if I add 1 to the basket, it's going to cost 5. If I add 2, it's going to cost 8. If I add 3, it's going to cost 9. And 1 extra for each additional one. So if I add 4, it's going to be 10. 5, it's going to be 11. So if I click on Save at the bottom, we'll just see that in action. You need to make sure you remove, when you're testing this, always remove the item from the basket when you start testing something else. And then click on Continue Shopping there. So if I add to cart, again, the first time I add it, we've got 5. If I change that to a quantity of 2, now it's gone up to 8. If I change it to a quantity of 3, it's going to be 9. And 4 is going to be 10. And of course 5 is going to be 11. But there's more you can do with this as well. So if we look at that again, we set up the stepped shipping within that basic shipping method. But imagine if you wanted to say, rather than if they bought 2 of this one, then add an additional £3 for the shipping or $3 for the shipping. What if you wanted to say, if they choose any of these cameras, then use the total number of cameras to decide which of these number it's going to be used. So in other words, if they add this camera, then the shipping cost is going to be £5 or dollars. But imagine if they then added another camera, you then only want this shipping cost to go up by 3 instead of on the other camera, it might go up by another 5. So to do that, you would use the shipping group parameter here. So in here, if I just type group 1, and click on Save. So all this is going to do is link together a number of items. So let's choose the second one here, GoPro Hero 3 Plus Surf Edition. If I click on that, then we go down to Shipping. Let's do this again. So 5, 3, 1, and call this Group 1. And click on Save. So I've given that the same shipping settings. So that's GoPro Hero 3 Plus Surf Edition. So let's go back to the website itself. Again, remove what you've got in the basket already so we can test this. Click on Continue Shopping. So we'll add this first one here, which is going to be charged as 5. But now I want to add that other one, which is this one here, GoPro Hero 3 Plus Surf Edition. And so we set the price of that, of course, to 5. And so normally if we were to add this, it would add another 5 to the shipping cost. But if I do it this time, it's only going to add 3. And so you see it's gone to 8. And the reason for that is because they're both in the same shipping group. So scroll down again there to this one. Because they're both in group 1, it's saying, right, there's 2 of those in the basket. So I'll use the shipping second from this item instead of the first one. And so, of course, if I was to add another one of those 2, then it would add an additional 1 for each one that was added as well, because they're linked together to calculate which of these numbers is going to be used. Now, of course, you can also see down here we've got a max shipping cost as well, and that's the maximum shipping that's going to be charged for this item on this shipping method. So if I put the maximum shipping in as 5 on this one and click on save, then if I remove those items from the basket so we can test it properly, start again. If I add the first one, this is going to be 5. And then if I add the second one, it's going to be 8 still. And so with the second one as well, if I then increase that to, if I change that to 2, it's going to go to 9. Because it's going to use shipping others. If I go to 3, it's going to go to 10. But now that the shipping cost of this item here is £5 of that. So if I add 4, it's not going to increase anymore because we've hit the maximum basic shipping amount for that particular item. So you can see there, that's going to come to £10. So that is how you set up a basic shipping method in the Seller e-commerce platform.